Hi, this is Eric Lofholm, and I want to welcome all of you to my brand new YouTube show, Sales Tips for Smart People, episode number 1. And I'm thrilled that you've made the decision to join me today. I'm going to teach you one of the all-time productivity hacks today, which is called repurposing. And there's so many different ways to utilize this strategy to help you get a lot more done in less time. So thank you for joining me today, and let's begin our show. The way that this show works is I'll be shooting a video on my screen, and I'm going to teach you cool things that you can do to make more sales or grow your business. And instead of me just talking about the ideas, I'm going to do a screen share and take you on a little journey, almost like you were sitting in my home office with me and you were looking over my shoulder at my computer screen, because it's a lot easier to teach you by just showing you exactly what I'm doing. Now, I live in a little town called Rocklin, California. So anytime I'm recording this show, I'm likely in my home office, and that photo there is taken in my living room, and I'm right in my home office in that same house here today. And that's my wife, Heather, and my 4 children. I've been training people professionally on the art and science of sales now for over 19 years. Repurposing is finding another use for something that you've created. The benefit of repurposing is you can take what you create and you can use it again, or again and again and again and again and again, multiple times without having to recreate it. So I'm going to show you a piece of content that I created yesterday. And I create this piece of content 5 days a week, and it takes me about 15 minutes to create this one piece of content. And then what I do with that piece of content is I use it in all these different ways. So the original piece of content takes me 15 minutes. But then to repurpose that content on, say, Facebook or LinkedIn, it takes me seconds or maybe a minute. And I'm going to show you this so you can have an understanding of what it is that I'm talking about. So in addition to this brand new show, the Selling Tips for Smart People YouTube show, I have a daily 15-minute motivational call that I do live called Selling Tips for Smart People, the daily motivational call. And so this right here, this is the audio file of that call. And so if you click on that, this link right here at saleschampion.podbean.com/e/getting the most out of Friday. I can take this link and I can go over to Facebook, and I'm on my personal Facebook page right here. And I can say, if you missed my 15-minute daily motivational call, you can catch the recording here. And then I just paste that. And then I post that. So now I just repurpose the content. Now, if we go back to this page here, the way I create the original piece of content is it's a live conference call. So yesterday was Friday morning. I did the call and 49 people were on the live call. Instead of just doing the live call, though, I hit the record button. And then I repurposed it on this podcast page, which is saleschampion.podbean.com. And you can see here, as of right now, 71 people downloaded it. So we had 49 on the live call. And because I repurposed it, another 71 people experienced it here. But then it goes beyond that. I also put it up on my YouTube channel. And so this is yesterday's call. And what this is it's a still image with the audio file. So this is the exact same piece of content as this. It's just repurposed on YouTube. And you can see we had 24 views there. Then I take the same piece of content and I put it over here on iTunes. And you can see right here, that's the piece of content. Now on iTunes, it doesn't track how many downloads. So I don't know if 20 people listen to it on iTunes or 50 or 100 people or 1,000 people or more, but it's there on iTunes as well. Now I can further repurpose the content. So I can go here, and this is the actual link of the YouTube content. So this content's the same as this content here is the same as the recording I did, the live recording on Friday morning. So I can go over here to LinkedIn and I can say, if you missed my 15-minute motivational call, on Friday, you can catch the recording here. Then I post that. And then I'm going to hit post. So now that piece of content is on YouTube in the form, or on LinkedIn in the form of my YouTube video. Okay, now I can go over here, and this is my Facebook group called Sales Tips for Smart People. So I posted it on my regular Facebook, but now I can come over here to my Facebook group. Here is Friday's recording of my 15-minute motivational call. To listen to the recording, go to, and then I post that link. All right. So it took me however long, let's see how long the piece of content was. It's 16-minute piece of content, but just in about 3 minutes, I posted on LinkedIn, I posted on Facebook, I posted in the Facebook group and on regular Facebook. So the original conference call that I did, let me just show you the math on this. If we go back to here and we look at the math. So we had 49 on the live call. And then we had, I think it was 73 people, 73 on Podbean. I think it was 23 on YouTube. And I'm going to guess 30 on iTunes. We don't know that number. Okay, so the math on that, 96, 126, 126, 175. I think it's 175. So 175 listens. If my math's right. Now, that's not the end of the story, because the Podbean link, if we go back to Podbean, okay, this is going to sit here archived. And that number is going to continue to grow. Okay, and then here's the recording from the day before and the day before. So what happens is somebody new might come and listen to this and go, oh, let me listen to some of these other ones that Eric did. And on my YouTube channel here,
hi, this is Eric. Thanks for stopping by the sales channel.
The YouTube number, if you look at here, it was 61. That's from a few days ago, the daily call. Then it was 48, 32, 25. All those numbers are going to continue to grow. So another thing of what I'm teaching you right now is leverage. Okay, you're learning leverage. Leverage is where it's like 1 + 1 = 3 or 1 + 1 = 10. And there's all these ways that you can create leverage in your business. So we're going to wrap today's show in just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to regularly do these shows, and I'm going to take really cool concepts like today's concept of repurposing. I'm going to let you peek over my shoulder to make your head explode with awesome ideas, to really teach and mentor you these concepts so you can apply them in your business. Now, if you do take action on what I just taught you and you start looking at ways that you can repurpose, and just so you know, it goes far beyond recording a piece of content, because I'll just give you one other quick example on repurposing. So if I have a telemarketing script, so I take the time to write a telemarketing script to sell one of my programs. The content in the script I can repurpose for a webinar script, and I can repurpose it for email copy for that program, and I can repurpose it for web copy. So I take the time to write a telemarketing script if I'm selling my elite sales success program, for example. If I'm writing the webinar script, I don't have to start from scratch. I can use all the benefits, the stories, the success concepts of the script, the close from the telemarketing script, and a lot of it I can repurpose in the webinar script. So repurposing, there's a lot of applications for it. I'll show you just one other quick example. So I can go back to Facebook, and I can write a little tip, success tip, get 1% better every day. Okay, so that's a piece of content that I'm about to post. So watch this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to post there. I'm going to go to my Facebook group. So this is not my personal page. That's my group. I'm going to post there. I'm going to take the same piece of content, and I'm going to go to LinkedIn, and I'm going to post it there. Because some of you may be like, well, how do I stay relevant on multiple social media platforms? Well, you can repurpose the content. Okay. Then I have sales tips for smart people. This is a LinkedIn group that you guys can join too. All right. And I'm going to post that here. Call it success tip. Okay. So in 2 minutes, I posted the same piece of content in 3 different places. That's another example of repurposing. Comes in really handy in social media. So before we wrap up episode number 1, I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I have all kinds of awesome content that I post on YouTube, including this show. So you'll never miss an episode. You can subscribe at youtube.com/sales champion, the number 1. I'd love for you to join my Facebook group called Sales Tips for Smart People. And if you just go to Facebook, this is the group here. And you can ask questions in the group. It's very interactive. We have people posting in there every day. So you just type in Sales Tips for Smart People on Facebook and then ask to be added to the group, and we'll add you. Same thing on LinkedIn. You go to LinkedIn and then just do a search in the search bar, Sales Tips for Smart People. You'll find it right there. You can add yourself to the group. And then lastly, I want to tell you about my daily 15-minute motivational call, Sales Tips for Smart People. So every business day, Monday through Friday, at 5:45 a.m. California time, I do a live 15-minute motivational call to set the intention to have a great day. So I want to invite you to join me live. You can dial this number, 701-801-1211, and then the PIN code is 635-208-387#. And what I want to encourage you to do is store that as an appointment on your cell phone, even if you can't make it. Just any day that you can make it, you plug in live. Now, as I've stated on today's show, that piece of content, that recording gets posted at saleschampion.podbean.com. So if you can't make it live, you can listen to the recording there. You can also subscribe on iTunes. It's called the I Love Selling Podcast by Eric Lofholm. And that'll put that piece of content directly on your smartphone or your device. And then you can also get it on our YouTube channel. And so on the YouTube channel, when you log on to YouTube, onto my main channel, this is what it looks like.
Hi, this is Eric.
So what you can do is you can go here and you can click playlist. And there it is, Sales Tips for Smart People. And all the calls are right there. Or you can just go to, you can click the videos button. And then you'll see them there. You just click on it. And then you can hit the play button. My last thing that I love to do is just ask you to share my show, my Facebook group, my LinkedIn group. Just share it with your friends. This show and all the content I just shared with you is all free. There's no cost. We have a real community that you can become a part of on Facebook and on LinkedIn. So share it with your friends, and let me know how you're doing. I'm going to give you my personal cell phone and email. And if you want to text me and let me know how you're doing with the content, that's my cell phone. And my email is eric@ericlofholm.com. Okay, that's my personal cell phone. That's my personal email. So I love it when people like you are getting value from what I'm teaching and you're having wins and you want to just let me know. So you just shoot me a text. Hey, Eric, I did your YouTube show and I'm repurposing in this way. And thank you so much for the content, or whatever you want to share. All right. Well, I look forward to connecting with you on the next episode. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.